Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wrestling Tracks. David Burton is finally in the house. We're going to get started. Before we do that, we got a lot to talk about. First of all, we're not going to address what happened earlier today. You all saw it. Don't like you didn't see it. You saw it. With Donnie.
If you didn't see it, you heard about it.
with Donnie, he may have a retrial, unfortunately. But if he doesn't, he got time to get his affairs together by July sentencing. So it's end of May, June. He got 3 months. May, June, half of July to get his affairs together. You going to prison for a little bit. Now I'm being merciful. Not merciful. Fuck that. I'm being generous. I say 3 years. That's been really, really generous.
That's being nice.
I say 3 years. You do this quick 3 years. And unfortunately, you can go try to be somebody's president. Unless, and I hope, well, frankly, I don't give a damn what happens to Donald Trump. But I recommend don't drop the soap. Donald Trump gonna be the richest prison bitch of all time.
Donald's not gonna be with other people, so that's not gonna happen.
Well, he better watch his ass. He go to chow, in the shower, watch your ass.
Donald Trump, if he goes to prison, Donald Trump is gonna be by himself away from other people.
Well, of course, but how would Secret Service work? 'Cause their job is to protect the former president for the rest of his life. If you make it that far. So, how does Secret Service work from there? They can't be outside. They can't be in the parking lot all day. They could, but you just hold no space.
Mm-hmm.
They could sit in the parking lot, find his prison cell, surround himself on the outside. He be by himself. He don't need guards from the inside. I'm looking forward to the sentencing. That's gonna be interesting. But anyway, whatever happens to Donald Trump here on out, that's on your body. Good luck, or not. I really don't give a damn. Anyway, let's get back to wrestling. So, you saw it last Sunday. I saw it. I watched it a few times here and there. Might watch it again tomorrow. What in the hell was the main event of Double or Nothing, Anarchy in the Arena? What the hell was that?
A stupid match that makes no sense.
Now y'all gotta forgive this old school old timer. Yes, I'll admit it. I'm an old timer. Yes, fine. I like old school every now and then, but that was not wrestling. Extreme is one thing. That was not even close to extreme. That was bullshit.
I give up on AEW. It's like these young guys are stupid. They really are. They're stupid. They're not listening to the veterans. They're just going around doing their own thing. I truly believe that's part of the reason why Cody Rhodes left, and he won't admit that to the public. He got the hell out of there. He's like, this is terrible. I'm leaving. Punk was like, I'm out of here. This place is a joke.
Man, like, I wasn't going to go in order. Fuck that. So, they come in, first of all, this ain't no damn nightclub. They wrestled to the final countdown, and finally, when one of the Jacks said, look, man, that's charging me $200,000 to time the song plays. Cut this shit off. So, half the match, they wrestling the final countdown. Darby Allin gets ran over in a pile of the trash by somebody. Okada has a sleeve full of thumbtacks sticking outward. Darby Allin comes in the ring. Oh, first of all, he lights Jack Perry on fire, on the waist down on fire. Then
stupid.
Most of that Darby Allin fault. Then he got hung up upside down by his injured foot And these guys are super kicking the hell out of Darby Allin with an injured nose. There's blood everywhere. I know I'm going to go into the details of that. Bruh. I can imagine what Paul Heyman and Jim Cornette must thought of that.
I can't wait to hear his commentary on that. Like, what the hell is these guys doing? Then they dragged Tony Khan and threw him down the ramp, which I thought was pretty funny to watch him roll down the ramp like an idiot.
Even the father of Extreme, Paul Heyman, had to have some reservations about that match.
Yeah. He doesn't watch the program too much, so.
Yeah. My God.
Jeez. I mean, there was some good matches.
Oh, yeah,
but
definitely.
Other than that, the show wasn't great.
Before that, it was all right. We have a new women's champion in Mercedes Moné. TBS champion in Mercedes Moné. We have
history.
The tag titles weren't defended, of course, but the trios were. The Gang Bang defeated. Help me out, David.
Damn, I'm trying to remember who they beat.
It'll
come to me. Anyway, we do have a new All-Atlantic champion with Will Ospreay defeating Roderick Strong in a pretty good opening match.
Mm-hmm. The Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, is still the FTW champion.
You know what match I liked that was really good was Tony Storm and Serena Deeb.
Oh, yeah.
That was a really good match. The Adam Copeland retaining the TNT Championship in a barbed wire steel cage match against Malachi Black.
Wait a minute, hold up. Towards the end of that match, it was about to be hopeless for Adam Copeland until the lights start flickering and that famous room, the building gets filled with the famous red color. And if I'm underneath the ring, a very familiar face. For those of you who don't remember, I've been taking back in the day, Gangrel.
All right, that was cool.
Yeah. Edge retained his TNT championship. Had he lost, he would have bowed the knee and joined the House of Black.
That was a decent match.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Unfortunately, the world's greatest father, Christian, did not bring home the bacon, did not bring home the gold. He lost to Swerve Strickland.
Yeah. Oh, it's Death Triangle they beat to retain the trios titles.
Yeah.
Orange Cassidy defeated Trent Beretta. John Moxley defeated Konosuke Takeshita to retain the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes, indeed.
Still the IWGP World Heavyweight Champion in New Japan. Speaking of New Japan, Mercedes Moné, formerly known as Sasha Banks, did make history. First female to win championships in New Japan, All Japan, and WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Overall, she is a 9-time women's champion.
Yay.
And let's not forget Juice Robinson also returned.
Juice.
Can't forget about Juice Robinson. He's the reason why the Death Triangle lost and did not win the trios. Forget about MJF. Too many WWE references in his promo. Even came out looking like Triple H.
Yeah, like back in the day, Triple H. I want to say of 2000, 2000. Around that era.
2001, 2002-ish.
Yeah.
Just before Evolution, by the way. But yeah, way too many WWE references.
And then he made his intention known. First of all, he laid the whipping on Adam Cole, baby. And then he declared, "Hey, look, bro, I've always been that dude. I've always been the dude your mama warned you about. I've been that dude all this time. I've been that dude. I ain't going nowhere."
He was like, "I did something I never did before, and that's trust somebody. One time I trust somebody, he turns on me."
I'm thinking either next week or the next pay-per-view, which is going to be a while from now, it's going to be, in my humble wrestling fan opinion, it's going to be Adam Cole, baby, one more time against Asshole Jacob Freeman.
Yeah, you can see that match coming.
Yeah.
Definitely can. That, I was like, that's a match I want to see again.
Mm-hmm.
But let's not forget about the king and queen of the ring. We have a new king and a new queen.
Oh, yes.
Of course, it was botched, by the way. To be honest, Gunther shouldn't have won that match because Randy Orton's, both of his shoulders were not on the mat. Only one of his shoulders was.
Mm-hmm.
But like Triple H said, the referee's decision is final, and I can't change that. So Gunther is king of the ring.
And he will. You know what? We're gonna take it back 2002. Instead of being crowned king, we're gonna have ourselves the winner of that match gets a championship match at the Bash in Berlin in Germany.
No, you mean SummerSlam. What are you talking about?
Hang on, let me see. Okay, yeah, SummerSlam. The winner of that match goes to Germany. Oh shit, I shouldn't say that. Never mind. Fuck it. Never mind. You didn't hear. You didn't hear shit. You didn't hear nothing.
The winner, Gunther and Nia Jax. Also, congratulations to her, by the way. Since they won their respective tournaments, they will face the champions at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Damian Priest will defend the World Heavyweight Championship against Drew McIntyre at Bash in Berlin.
There you go. That's all I was getting at. There you go.
And you're talking about 2002 when the winner of the King of the Ring would face the WWE champion at SummerSlam. You're talking about when Brock Lesnar did that, when he won the King of the Ring and then went to SummerSlam, beat The Rock, and became the WWE champion.
Oh, yeah.
And there you go.
And I believe that phased out because that's the only time the winner of the King of the Ring tournament. In fact, that was the last King of the Ring tournament. No. Last official King of the Ring tournament, 2015, 16.
That wasn't the last King of the Ring tournament, but it was the last King of the Ring pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Until last week.
Right. Yeah.
That's what that was.
Mm-hmm. And also, hang on, let me fix this right here. Also, when we get to Germany next, after SummerSlam, those lucky few who are actually going to the pay-per-view, you want to get your tickets at Ticketmaster.uk.co. And by the way, when you get there, before you get there, have your money transferred to pounds.
That's all you UK people for Bash in Berlin, by the way.
Yeah, because though
of course, SummerSlam will be in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And it's already been announced that SummerSlam 2026 will take place in Minneapolis. It'll be the first SummerSlam to go 2 nights.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, I already don't like the 2-night WrestleMania thing, but now you got to make SummerSlam 2 nights. Oh boy! I
don't really care for NXT Battleground, but one match I am interested in. Jordan Grace. Yes, I said Jordan Grace. Yes, I say it again. Jordan Grace of TNA Wrestling, the current Knockouts champion, will take on
Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne Perez for she's going to be champion versus champion match. NXT Women's Champion versus Knockouts champion. That's going to be interesting.
Yes, I can't wait to see that match. And she will also be on NXT next week competing in the match.
This is going to be good. Our version of the Forbidden Door is opening.
It's already open. It damn sure is. I was like, they're officially working with TNA.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't mind one day if we can do it. Or it's been a while. I don't know if we ever did it before. Or been a while. We can work with New Japan and have people come over here. We go over there. In fact, we're going to Japan for a tour coming up soon. I don't know when. There's going to be a tour in Japan. 2 days, not technically a tour, but I would love it if Io Sky can get better by then. If Asuka get better by then, I would pay money to see Asuka, Io Sky. I don't care what it is. 2 out of 3 falls match, Iron Woman match in Japan. Asuka versus Io Sky. I hate to be stereotypical, but damn, that match will sell right there.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't mind seeing that match. I'll buy a ticket for that match.
And then they do it in Japan. Oh, God. Oh, man. Woo. It gets you hard a little bit. That's all right, man. Wow. That's a cool match right there.
I would not mind seeing them go at it.
Speaking of Japan, what's happening in the wonderful world of New Japan Pro Wrestling?
Well, right now they are building towards their Dominion pay-per-view, which is next month, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going on with New Japan? Let's not forget, next month is Forbidden Door with AEW.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's going on with New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
You already seen Hiroshi Tanahashi appear on Dynamite, and he wrestled a match. So they're already slowly building towards Forbidden Door.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Forbidden Door, the joint pay-per-view between AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling, and this will be the third Forbidden Door pay-per-view.
How'd you like the first one? Or the last one, really?
Well, to be honest, I didn't like any of them. I don't think any of them was good. Hopefully they turn it around this year. No, the matches they put together, I just didn't like it at all.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm interested to see what matches are put together, who's going to be paired off against who. So that's what I'm interested in. And hopefully this one is better than the previous two. Because the last two were real dubs.
Yeah.
Bad. I ain't like him at all. Anyway, we already mentioned Bash in Berlin. Of course, Crown Jewels in November. They return to Saudi. Then they have another show in Japan, which is not a pay-per-view, by the way. I think it's a house show, if my memory is correct.
Yeah. Then we also got Clash at the Castle in Scotland.
Yes.
Well, hometown boy Drew McIntyre will be front and center.
He's going to challenge Damian Priest for the world title. It's WWE's next pay-per-view. And, of course, Battleground this Sunday. I think it's this Sunday. Of course, next week. It's going to be at the UFC Apex Center in Las Vegas, which is the UFC's version of a performance center.
Mm-hmm.
Which, them doing a show in that place does not surprise me since it's TKO. So that kind of makes sense for that to happen. And I think you got to pay some bills.
Oh, yeah, man. Restoration brought to you by Backup Delivery More LLC. They put the D in delivery. You have a CDL license. You can drive trucks. You can drive trucks. You want information. You call 888-712-2587 or 817-204-7259. We got backup.com. By the way, I have two things to now. First of all, our website, restoration.net. We're working on renewing that. It has lapsed. Working on renewing that one. When we do get it up, I should have it up by July-ish. So if it's not up by July, we'll either work it out or make a new domain altogether. If we don't get it by then. Also, I just came up with this not too long ago. I wrote it down. I fell asleep. I forgot about it. But bear with me on this one. We're gonna do this thing called ad hosting. If you have a business, a service, you want people to know that they know and they know it. All you gotta do is send in the ad for us to read on the show. We'll read it live. We can't promise exactly where in the show, but somewhere we'll read it. In the beginning, the end, the middle, we'll read it. So here's how it works. I just came up with this stuff. Y'all bear with me. 5 minutes. My math is horrible, by the way, so Dave, I might need your help right here. 5 minutes. All you got to do is pay $5.
That makes sense.
10 minutes. If it's 10 minutes, you pay. You know what? Yeah. I'm sorry. Let's go back. Let's go back. 1 minute.
5, 10, 10.
Yeah.
Or a minute, $1 a minute. There you go. $1 a minute.
Yeah. So 1 minute you get $5. You pay $5. I ain't give you $5. You pay $5 for 1 minute. 5 minutes you pay $10. Anything 10 minutes or more is $20. So you pay $5 for 1 minute read.
I like that. That's a good idea.
1 minute read, you pay $5. 5 minute read, you pay $10. If anything I have to read that's beyond, that takes the most of the time of the show, like 10 or more, or in between, anything in the middle, anything in the middle, you pay $20. That's fair as hell. So don't be like, I thought it was an estimate. No, that's the price. So we'll have a more official way of doing this as well. I'm also doing some other platforms, Truckers Pod. You can, if you are interested, let us know before you pay. You send us the ad you want us to read. We'll read it carefully. Let us know I want you to read this ad on this. You can choose what show you want. Wrestler Tracks, Truckers Pod. And let us know. I'll give you the price. I'll read it myself. If it takes me more than those minutes, you pay that price. So truckerspod@gmail.com or wrestlingtracks@gmail.com, and we'll make it more professional down the road. So I just came up with that not too long, like literally last night. I fell asleep on it, I forgot about it, and it brought to my attention today. So there's that. What else? Oh yeah,
TNA Wrestling is on.
Oh yeah, TNA Wrestling.
I saw some of last week's show. Not bad.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was like 7 to 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 9:36 over here.
The TNA, man, it's getting very, very watchable.
Yeah. TNA would never have the crowds they did long before, like 2010, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those days
I think they could over time.
Yeah.
You know, the last two pay-per-views had a real good crowd.
I remember I tried to convince my mom to let me to drop me off over here in D Bellum, and I ain't know at the time D Bellum is horrible for parking.
Yeah, it's bad. It sucks out there for parking.
Yeah, I ain't know at the time. Like, well, they're finally here in Dallas, Texas. So I'm gonna see my first TNA show live, And I finally convinced my mom to drop me off. She said, yeah, I'll take it. And then I looked it up. Parking is ridiculous.
I've been to Deep Ellum a couple times. You got a nice brewery over there. Good beer. Okay beer. Decent beer.
I think it's not attractive for Ubers and Lyfts and all that stuff. That sucks. I know about parking. Dropping off, picking up, all that stuff. Do it safely, and it's all good.
I just had a pay-per-view over there not too long ago. TNA had a pay-per-view in Deep Ellum not too long ago.
I wonder how many sponsors AEW lost. If they lost Diddy.
I know they lost 2 last year.
I'll never forget that moment with Nick Cage, I think.
Oh, Nick Gage?
Yeah, Nick
when
Gage.
They lost a Pizza Hut sponsor.
He sliced Chris Jericho's head with that pizza cutter. And you don't know what I'm talking about. Chris Jericho and MJF had a thing last year. I'm trying to get my facts straight. Where to get to MJF, you got to do the thing called what was it called? The Trials of Jericho, if I remember correctly.
No, it was seven labors of Jericho.
Yeah, 7 labors of Jericho.
This guy had Jericho wrestle 7 damn matches. And Jericho had to win every match just to get one match with MJF.
So all of my history buffs, y'all excuse me, I study every now and then. All of my history buffs, that sound familiar? That's like the 7 labors of Hercules. Anyway, so you gotta win 7. You gotta go 7 matches to get to MJF. You must win all your matches, and every match was different.
Every match, you're right. Every match was different, and every match was a different wrestler. I remember he had one match against Moving Guerrero, and Jericho had to win the match if he move up the top rope. Then he had a death match against Nick Gage, which we're getting to.
Yeah. And one match he couldn't use the paradigm shift. Another match he couldn't have.
That's John Moxley.
Oh, my bad.
Code Breaker.
He couldn't use Code Breaker. Another match he couldn't have entrance music, which is sucks because that entrance music gets you hype as a wrestler. So, like, he couldn't use entrance music. He couldn't use the Code Breaker. Different stuff. So, Nick Gage, when he fought him, there's a point in that match where Nick Gage took a pizza cutter and sliced the skull of Chris Jericho.
Don't move on the cost of their Pizza Hut sponsor. Oh, Jim Cornette had a field day with that.
Oh, man. Tony Khan, all together.
Isn't it?
Yeah. You have to, first of all, you can't be friends with every damn body. Now,
Not the sharpest knife in the tool shed.
It's one thing to be friends with your top people. Okay, that's fine. That's it. That's all, as far as you go with that. Be friends with your top guys, no problem. Everybody else, you need to put your foot down, go set up balls, and let people know, boss, employee. You know, you don't do what your job requires of you. I ain't writing no check to you. You people know that.
That's right. You can't be a boss and a friend at the same time.
Even old man Vince, as much as hell people give Vince McMahon, everybody knew who was running the damn show. There was no question about it. Vince McMahon was in charge. Vince McMahon don't play that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody knew who was running the damn show.
Even his best friends and some of the people that work for him. But whenever they messed up, Vince let them know. Like, listen, I gotta find you. What? I was like, I gotta find you.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to do it, but I have to. That's what Tony Khan needs to do. Stop being everybody's friend and be a boss.
I guarantee you right now, If Tony Khan put his foot down and fire somebody, he probably get laughed at. They don't take him seriously. You know what? I'll go as far as saying this. You need to put the fear of God, if you will, into your employees.
Sometimes it has to be that way. You're right.
They need to know you don't F with the boss. You don't cross the boss. Of all people, you don't cross the boss. They need to know that stuff.
Yep.
As if you do, unlike WWE, where that was different, a different time, different place. Y'all young people, y'all don't have the right to cross the boss. You don't have the right to have your wish version of Stone Cold Steve Austin, if you will, and terrorize the boss. Y'all have to earn that.
No, even Stone Cold got punished for walking out.
Yeah. And by the way, that's my favorite story right there. Those of you don't know, I'm taking back in time. Austin was supposed to be the King of the Ring tournament. But the problem is a qualifying match. Not semifinals, definitely not finals, not first round, second round, qualifying. You gonna put Stone Cold Steve Austin in a qualifier? He said, that's what we doing? Well, he said that.
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
A random rookie with no build-up? And to make matters worse, he wasn't happy already as it was.
Yeah. He said, that's what we're doing. He said, oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. Take his ball, went home. F y'all. I ain't doing that. I'm Stone Cold Steve Austin, damn it.
Walked out and got fired. Like, all right.
And good old JR had to smooth things over. And he had the sweet talk Austin to coming back. And we would see Austin.
First, he had to convince Vince to bring him back.
Oh, yeah. Austin was married at the time to Deborah.
Austin can't come back on his own.
Yeah. Austin was married to Deborah at the time. So he had to, you gotta go back to work, man. You gotta pay these bills. You got a wife. You got kids.
He also had a domestic dispute with Deborah that same year, too.
That's unfortunate. That was a nice couple.
He hit his wife.
Yeah. That's unfortunate. That sucks, man. I was hoping.
He hit Deborah.
And I hope to God, all due respect to Deborah, I hope to God she ain't still making cookies.
Who knows?
Because, baby, you are one talented lady, but cooking is not your thing, baby girl. Cooking not your thing.
Like, these cookies suck.
Oh, man.
Funny times. And I was just watching an old episode of Raw on YouTube. Austin's like, I ain't got time to hear your problems, Deborah. I got my own problems. I'm the WWF champion. I'm the important one here. Yeah. That pissed Deborah off. Like, we're married. And everything's not all about you. It's about us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there is no more you. It's us now. Mm-hmm. Stone Cold's like, you ain't the WWF champion. Like, you know what? I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Come back. Deborah, come back.
It's interesting. People, as any wrestling company will, we have our critics. And look, you gotta understand something. WWE, World Wrestling Entertainment, that third E, entertainment. We never promised it was good entertainment. We said it's entertainment. We never promised you good entertainment.
Well, everything that's entertainment ain't gonna always be good entertainment.
Yeah. Now, if y'all think this is all the critics, especially reporters. If you think you can do better, you come in this ring, you see how you can do it. Because let me tell you something. I guarantee you can't. You try to entertain somebody 3 hours on a Monday. You know how hard that is? 3 hours straight entertaining somebody. 3 hours straight.
That's a fact.
And you might not get the whole 3 hours.
Especially if you're the one in the ring.
Yeah.
Try wrestling a full match for an hour.
Yes, indeed, man.
A full 1 hour. See, those matches, I know those matches are a little hard to work out.
Oh, yeah.
Man, I remember I was watching the Triple H Chris Benoit Iron Man match on Raw and how good that match was. Man, that was a heck of a show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
those were another good periods in WWE. And 2004's Raw was pretty damn good.
Oh, yes. SmackDown was rolling, too.
Yeah, but I thought Raw was 2004's Raw was better than SmackDown's.
Oh, I get that.
2004. And I will say SmackDown's 2004 was pretty wild, but it wasn't better than Raw's.
You're right about that. But man, SmackDown would every night and SmackDown would have the downside. 2009, 10, SmackDown was like, The only saving that was Undertaker and Kane storyline.
WWE's greatest story ever told. And I say that because it is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Greatest story ever told. Man. And to see where both men would eventually end up, and they're both in the Hall of Fame now.
Now Undertaker, it took some time for him in the Hall of Fame. I tell you.
Well, they waited until he was retired, so.
Oh yeah.
Made sense.
Definitely,
Made sense. Like, let's wait for him to be retired, and then put him in the Hall of Fame. But put him in the Hall of Fame after he's retired. And that's what they did. And they did that with a couple of people. Immediately after they retired, they were put in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did. They did it with Shawn, they did it with Edge, and of course, The Undertaker.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. I remember, I going to bring memory. I lost my. Oh yeah, I take Shawn Michaels WrestleMania 26. Toward the end of the match, I noticed it all this time. I just noticed it just now. Toward the end of the match, there's a sign in the crowd way up top to the right. I said, "This match brought to you by AARP."
Wow. You want to talk? That's a little extreme right there.
Yeah. Oh, man. He got a point, though. Like, bruh, that's messed up. We got a point.
And it's crazy because they're older guys now.
Mm-hmm. Shawn's running NXT. And I do question the one decision of bringing a young lady in called Sexy Red. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I know she's a rapper. She's pretty popular. She's a massive WWE fan. So I knew that was big for her to take part in that NXT show and then to host this upcoming deadline, or whatever it's called.
Battleground, yeah.
Battleground, thank you. I said deadline. Deadline's in December. But yeah, Battleground. She's going to host Battleground. And she's showing off the new NXT North American Women's Championship. I'm not impressed because it looks just like the men's, just white.
How interesting, ladies and gentlemen.
Wait, you did see the belt, right?
Yeah, I saw it. It's okay.
It looks the same as the men's. It's just white.
Yeah.
The men's is red and the females is white. It's the same thing. Again, it's WWE being lazy. There's no creativity with their championship belts.
Nah, I'm all for nostalgia, so I recommend this. You go in the vault and get all the old belts, and all you gotta do is just take the WWF logo off, put the WWE logo on there, and give everybody you give your champions the old belts. For example, you keep the Intercontinental belt. You bring out the heavyweight belt for Roman Reigns, the old school WWE belt for Cody Rhodes, the United States Championship belt for our current United States champion, that would be Logan Paul.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get to Logan in a second. You bring out the tag title belt. Way
down. And then the other tag belts, you got Awesome Truth. Then your Intercontinental Championship, you have Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
And of course, the 2 women's championships.
But at the time, they didn't have. Well, it's probably in the vault somewhere. The women's tag championship belts from back in the day. I do mean back in the day.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. That's the 80s.
Yeah, it's probably. I know it's somewhere in the vault.
Yeah, they keep most of their titles in the vault.
So that's what you do. You want the nostalgia. You go in the vault. You bring all the old titles out and you give it to the champions. Now you
especially that $1 million championship belt.
I got a question for you since you was there. I got a question for you. A wrestler, let's say Wrestler Ted DiBiase. Ted slap on the $1 million dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
After that, when you go back to the locker room, before you go, while you're out, he puts a bill. I say at least a 50 in your mouth, because it shows a bill in your mouth.
Yeah.
After that, here's my question: Do you have to give it back to him, or can you keep it?
I think they keep it.
Because if you gonna do that, I don't mind being knocked out as long as I put money in my mouth, as long as I can keep it.
Because I know I damn sure wouldn't give it back. Shit is in your mouth. Why would you give it back? I'm just saying.
Yeah, because I thought it was like I thought it was like a character thing, and then when you go backstage, you give him his money back.
I was like, nah, you keep the money. Like, this was in your mouth, keep it, it's yours.
So if you I got no problem with somebody showing $100 bill in my mouth if you let me keep it.
Fuck 20, put 100.
Shit. Yeah. That's what I said, $100. But yeah, I wouldn't mind if I can keep, as long as I can keep it. I wouldn't mind bill me shut in my mouth.
So how much is this? Oh, $100. I was like, I remember he had a young Rob Van Dam kiss his feet for $100.
I'll never forget for the culture. I'll never forget Post Sean. He was wrong for that, man. Like that was funny, but he was wrong for that. So what happened was he had this little boy named Sean. All you gotta do, you bounce the basketball 15 times, I'll give you $10,000. I believe it's $10,000. Like cold card cash. And he counted the money out and poor little Sean bouncing that ball. He getting close to 15. To get around 13, 14, Ted kicks the ball at 14. Sorry, Sean, you don't do the job right, you don't get paid.
That was like the worst one.
Oh, poor Sean.
I'm glad that everybody that taken part in those skits, they all got paid behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So that was good. But boy, did that suck. I felt bad for the kid. I was like, this is bullshit. You are a real asshole. And Ted was like one of the first cool bad guys I seen and liked.
Speaking of getting paid back in the day in SummerSlam, I want to say it was 97. SummerSlam 97. It's 96, 97, one of the two. There was $10,000, no, $1,000 cash locked inside a casket. All you gotta do pick the right casket, the right number for the key, unlock it. All that money is yours. Nobody in the all night won the money.
Wasn't that wild, right?
Again?
I said that was wild.
Oh man, they called people that the selection was they call you. You don't call them, they call you. You pick up the phone. Now, mind you, didn't have cell phones. We didn't have cell phones back then. So, yeah, you gotta be home. So either watch the pay-per-view and wait for the call. Some people couldn't afford pay-per-view at all. Some people weren't even home, and they got down to this little boy, another dude, and somebody else. Somebody else couldn't pick the right key. Got out to the little boy. He picked the wrong key. But he did get a nice hug from Sable at the time, who was looking very luscious back then at the time.
Right.
So he'll always remember that little hug from the luscious and the lovely Sable. And the last guy picked the wrong key. The key, I believe, the right key was number 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. And opened the casket.
That whole thing was just messed up.
All night, nobody won the money. And of course, all the wrestlers and their families are ineligible because you get paid handsomely. So the wrestlers in the back can't participate and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Cause y'all get paid handsomely, so y'all need the money.
I remember watching that pay-per-view. Well, I was a bad SummerSlam anyway. I have nothing positive to say about that SummerSlam. Other than that steel cage match with Triple H and Mankind, but that's it.
Yeah. Toward the end of that match, Mankind came back to life, if you will, as Dude Love.
And danced out of the arena.
Yeah.
That was cool. Oh, wow. We finished up everything in... Damn.
Yes, sir. Well,
it's crazy. We got to cut out now.
Yeah, we
did. It was fun.
Yeah, this is what happened when you show up on time, David. But anyway, we got to go. Y'all, thank y'all so much for joining. Of course, we got to thank David Burton for joining us. I shall pay him handsomely at some point, but until then, I appreciate his awesomeness. In the meantime,
I appreciate yours.
Yes, sir. We got to get out of here. Have a great week. We'll see you guys tomorrow on SmackDown. Peace, everybody.
Take care.